Good morning, team. Good morning, T Crew. T Crew, I see you. It's snowing here. It just started snowing this morning. Good morning, Rick Smalley, Ricky Small. Ricky, I got something. We got that going. Um, Good morning to all of you. Canadian, there you are. I haven't seen you in a minute. Glad to see you. You're Marcus and Rick Trippy. Rain buckets there. It is snowing here. Just starting to drop snow. Little wispy snow. Listen, I'm gonna read something. This is the old off-camera read. Okay? Give me 5 people say off. No. Would you rather me read this one off camera or on camera? Off camera or on camera? I've got a little something to read to you. Is the off camera off is kind of awkward? Which way do we go? Pop, stay off and just be that narrator voice? On camera. Get on camera, they're telling him. Aaron telling him. Which one? On. Whiskey says, let's see you. Oh, Beth doesn't want to see Pops for another minute. Okay, it looks like it's a lot of ons. Okay, Greenie, here I come. Well, I was ready for you guys. I thought I was going to do the old off-camera read. We have something here we're going to read to you. And then we're going to get started. We got some teaching fun today and questions and answers. And giveaways up the wazoo. What is a wazoo? When someone says giveaways up the wazoo, what does that mean? This is all because you guys are making this happen. You guys literally made Tea with Pops happen. You guys are making it pop with Pops. You know you need that t-shirt. You know you need that t-shirt. You know you need it. We'll do a couple readings here this morning too. But let's read this one thing. I want to read this. You guys down with the reggae this morning? You guys down with the reggae this morning? Isn't reggae beautiful? I'm a nutbag. Pops is wearing a hat this morning. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, everybody. Did you notice what I used as a pointer? I love reggae, Trippy. Did you notice? Kazoo. That's a kazoo. Okay. Did you notice what I used for the pointer when I'm doing reggae? Give me 5 people that say that is an appropriate reggae pointer. Pops is using an appropriate reggae pointer. Give me 5 people. I can't move on until I get some affirmation on that. Okay? Dad says it's appropriate. Tyler thinks. Unfounded says, Trippy says yes. Jason just wants me to do this thing. Jeff, get out of here. Jaw would approve. That's funny. Okay, this to me is I think anybody in reggae can just sit back and point, right? Just go, boop, boop, point, boop. Yeah. That's to me an appropriate reggae pointer. You want to hear something? You guys want to hear something funny about this? Terry Newman, my very, very sweet friend, Brooke and Terry Newman, he rolled this for Pops back at Mushfest 2022 here. He rolled this for Pops and left it. And it's so holy to me now, I can't even smoke it. This is the last thing left over from Mushfest 2022. I don't know if Terry's here or not, but he just is the last thing that from 2022, and the toast counter we all know got wiped out. That's the last thing. Makes him a holy roller. Holy blunt. Terry, it's you. Terry, this is the one. You know you rolled it. You can see it. It has your rolling style. You know what I mean? Holy smokes, Eric says. That's funny, Eric. Okay, the weed wand. Okay, we're going to get carried away about this for the next 17 minutes, and I'm going to lose all of our time. We have to go into overtime. But let's laugh once in a while in the morning, right? Terry, I can't smoke it, bro. I can't. Do me a favor. He calls it sunshine strain, you guys. Do me a favor, okay? Send me another one, and then I'll do this one, okay? Boop, just drop me something. Just drop me something, okay? Because right now it's the lone survivor. It's like Custer's horse. Or it wasn't Custer's horse, but you know that one horse that lived from Custer's last stand? That's this guy. You don't want to kill the horse, okay, Terry? Brooke's like, I thought that looked familiar. You know, everyone, they should look the same, but they don't. You can tell. You know. I love you guys. Thanks for letting me be goofy. Should I read that thing that I was going to read off screen? Should I be? Wait, I have one thing to show you. Before, hold on. Don't be forgetting. Don't be forgetting to stay pumping, okay? You make sure you stay pumping. Don't be forgetting. Just because I haven't shown you the log in the last couple of days doesn't mean we're not pumping, okay? Doesn't mean Pops isn't practically the size of Arnold Schwarzenegger in less than a week and a half, okay? Well, that's what I'm wanting to tell you. Pumping it up, all right? Don't forget to pump. Oh, silly me. Jeff, I'm not even gonna fit on the boat. My arms are gonna be so big, you and Kevin are gonna have to get out of the way. I won't even fit on the boat. And when I cast, it's gonna go so far, it's gonna go plink. Yeah, we don't even cast, you guys, just so you know. Jeff, I'm not gonna fit on the boat. Okay, I'm gonna need a bigger rod. Don't talk about those. Here we're gonna read this. Came from The Slick Kitten. This came from these. Oh, I could cast all the way to Canada. Of course, we float right along the Canadian border. All I have to do is plink, go the other side of it, and we're into Canada. You know, Eric, I could cast all the way to Canada. Yep. You're gonna see. Jeff, I could cast all the way to Canada. That's a good one, Eric. Because the border runs right down the middle of the river. All we have to do is float right up to the border, go bloop, the other side. We're in Canada. That's funny, Eric. Can I tell you guys something else funny really quick? But I can't until you give me 5 more likes. This was funny. I saw it this morning on the news. This was from Jeff. I could cast all the way to Canada. Watch out. RX, it's been closed for the last 2 years. Since I've lived here, it's been closed. I haven't been able to slip into Canada. Kim can cast to Mexico. I get it. You're good too. Okay, that's a couple more. I heard this one on the news this morning. Once in a while on the news, they'll do a replay of the night before, and this one's Jimmy Kimmel. The Jimmy Kimmel show yesterday. He had a little bit on the Jimmy Kimmel show, okay? If you remember, yesterday was 2/2/22, right? Well, Jimmy Kimmel goes out, or his staff, whatever. They found 2 Asian people named Two and Two. The girl's name was spelled T-H-U, and the boy's name was spelled T-U. Cutest couple you've ever seen. They were adorable, right? And Jimmy is going to be the minister. He goes online and gets a license, becomes a licensed minister from some shady online place. And he's going to marry 2 and 2 on 2/22/22. They were adorable. So it was funny, just that alone, right? He's marrying 2 and 2 on 2/22/22. And then he decides they're going to give them a honeymoon. Okay? What kind of a honeymoon? He's sending them to Timbuktu. I'm dying. The big poster of, we're sending you to Timbuktu, right? Timbuktu. And you're getting a 2-pack albums or something like that. Getting albums from 2-pack. It was I don't usually watch any of that stuff. I caught my eye this morning and I was just dying of laughter. I was like, that? I called Brocky and I go, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was funny for Jimmy Kimmel's staff to go out and find that, put that together. And they're sending the people to Timbuktu. 2 and 2 on 2/22/22 are going to go to Timbuktu with 2-pack. Funny story. I'm going to read this. We're going to do a giveaway. Is that funny, you guys? Go find this. Go find it. It's probably already on YouTube. It's already probably on YouTube. Is the music too loud? Real quick. Isn't my music okay? Is my music all right, or is it? Should I turn it down? On Tuesday. Music's good, Ginge? Okay. All right. Let's read this. This came from The Slick Kitten. She mailed this into us, okay? Thanks, guys. Some of us have heard this one before, but it's really a neat one to remind us, okay? Put our remembering caps on, and perhaps even our reprogramming hats, huh? Maybe you have a reprogramming hat you like to wear? Oh, speaking of hats, real quick. Give me 5 people that say, no, 10. Pops is okay with the hat this morning. I didn't have time to comb my hair very well. I've been busy since 4 o'clock this morning, you guys. We're really grinding here. We're really grinding. Say, give me 10 people say, Pops, the hat's cool. Right? Don't forget which one it is. This is my lucky hat. Okay? One of the first times I haven't combed my hair for you guys. Yeah. It's one of the first times. Here we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I was a little self-conscious. I was like, come on, you could take 5 minutes and comb your hair. And I'm like, no, not this morning. This morning's questions and answers. I get to just sit there and act cool this morning. Okay? Thank you, guys. The elephant rope. The elephant rope. Let's think. A gentleman was walking through an elephant camp and he spotted that the elephants weren't being kept in cages or being held by the use of chains. All that was holding them back from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied to one of their legs. Thank you, Beth. As the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why the elephants didn't use their strength to break the rope and escape the camp. They could easily have done so, but instead, none tried at all. Curious and wanting to know the answer, he asked a trainer nearby why the elephants were just standing there and they never tried to escape. The trainer replied, programming. When they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and that at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. The only reason the elephants weren't breaking free and escaping from the camp was that over time, they had adopted the belief that it wasn't possible. Adopted the belief. Elephants are smart creatures too, by the way. Extremely smart. Right up there on the high end of animal intelligence. Trainable. You can get them to climb up on a ball. Roll around on a ball. Moral of the story. No matter how much the world tries to hold you back, always continue with the belief that what you want to achieve is possible. Believing you can become successful is the most important step in achieving that success. Believing in yourself is such a strong thing. Now, I have the advantage on most of us. I have years and years of practice believing in myself, so after a while, I have more confidence in my ability to make good decisions. I make a lot of them. But you know what I do? This is a confession. Give me 10 more people. No, give me 8, and I'm going to tell you something Pops does. This is something interesting. But I do this consciously. Remember, we talk about consciousness all the time. But I can't tell you the secret until we get up to 55 likes. And then I'm going to tell you a secret about how to become really good. How to become really good at making decisions. No, more likes. You guys are holding back. Holding back. There's no reason not to hit the like button. There, we're there. You know how you do it? You know how you become really good at making decisions? Practice. Make a lot of them. Make a lot of them. Don't just make one decision a day and, okay. Make a lot of decisions. Over and over and over. Today I'm going to wake up, I'm going to make a bunch of decisions. At the end of the day, look back. 90% of my decisions were good today. 10% I could improve on those tomorrow. Tomorrow you're at 91%. The following day you could be at 92%. But you'll never improve if you're not making a lot of them. And here's the secret. The more you make good ones, the more you believe in yourself, your self-confidence, your self-image, your impeccability grows, and now you make even better ones. Make decisions. Be in action. I like that, man. I'm saying increase your vibration. You have the power to be such good decision makers, the strongest decision maker, and decisions forwarding goodness and kindness in your life, therefore all the people around you. It's so basic. How do you become a good decision maker, Pops? Do them. Make them. This is going to get really personal. I'm not going to get all the way personal on this. There is a person, I'll go ahead and say it. My first wife, no, not my first wife. I'm not going to tell it all. It is crippling when you don't make good decisions or when you don't make them at all. It is crippling. I'll tell you what happened with a wife. This is no lie. Her mother was still putting out her clothes in high school, laying out what she was going to wear to school for high school. This is what you're going to wear to school. Oh, it was nice outfits, don't get me wrong. She wasn't making her look like a goofball or anything, but this person that I came to know didn't have the ability to make decisions, completely crippled. And the mom thought she was doing the right thing. The mom truly thought she was, and I come along, and I'm Mr. Action Decision Guy, and I like this person a lot. I'm like, let's get you making decisions. Let's get you doing it. And then you have to work with the mom so you're not in mom's way. It is crippling. Let your kids make decisions. Let them. Just be there when they're the wrong one. But 9 out of 10 will be right. Because you're teaching them how to make them. Free D Slick Kitten, if you're here this morning, I love that story. Read it a few times before, but you can never read it enough. You can never read that enough. Am I right, Miss Amanda? Be a good decision maker. Now we'll get on to some mycology and some questions and answers, but I want to do a giveaway first. Our giveaways are going to be fun this morning because you get to sort of build your own box. Okay? You're going to get to build your own box. I picked a list. Whatever you do, okay, hold on. I picked a list of the top 10 most popular flowers. Don't say rose because it's on there, but I didn't pick it. Don't waste a choice. Top 10 flowers. I picked one off the list, not rose, and not a carburetor. Okay, go. Lily, morning glory, orchid, zinnia, a sunflower, a daisy, a tulip, a lilac, a daffodil, a daisy, a hibiscus, a rhydon a daisy. I'm reading them as I see them. Daffodil, Kimberly, Bolden, peony. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Kimberly, the golden Bolden, peonies. Peonies. And I'm sitting here looking at a picture of them, and boy, are they pretty. This is what a peony looks like, for those of you that don't know. That's a peony. Okay? Kimberly the Golden Bolden. Look at that. I'm not sure that I'm sure I've seen them, but I'm not familiar. Kim, pay attention this morning, dear. You're getting a box that has a couple of automatics in it. You're going to automatically get a fruit pack. Okay? You're going to automatically get that. And you're automatically going to get an apple crisp. These are delicious and they're selling like hotcakes because that's 1 gram infused inside of applesauce, freeze dried. Nobody else in the United States, maybe the planet Earth, is making these. You can get one. Now, you're going to pay attention. Kim, today. Oh, okay, never mind. Kim, today, would you prefer liquid culture or would you prefer a colonizing plate? Which one would you prefer? Liquid culture or a colonizing? It's very rare, my man. One on the planet. Only people on the planet making them. Which one do you want to, would you like a plate or would you like a syringe? Ma'am? And you guys, whoever wins today is going to have this choice, so be ready. Be ready. Let me know which one you want. I'm dancing to reggae while I wait. Let's give it to someone new. Okay, Kim, that's up to you. Who are we giving it to? Who are we giving it to? How do we do that? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Stop. I'll tell you what we could do. All new people or people that have never won before. People that have never won before, answer this question. Answer this question. Okay? Only the people that have never won before. Honor system, you know who you are. Does that sound good? And then Kim's gonna give you hers. If you've never won here before. Kim, is that okay? We still have another half hour here. We're gonna get some other stuff done. Okay? Sharing is a beautiful thing, Lisa. It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever do in your life. Boom, that's what we're going to do. Kim, you're golden. Top 10 vegetables. I picked one off of the list. Go. Top 10 vegetables. I picked one off of the list. Not previous never winners only. Previous never winners only. Previous never winners only. Okay, I'm seeing asparagus, potatoes, artichoke, broccoli, carrot. I'm reading them as I see them. Tomato, cucumber. Brock is cleaning jars, Terry. Good ears. Corn, newbies. That's what we do in the background. We never stop. We went up since 4. Tomatoes, celery, broccoli, cucumber, tomatoes. Me, I can die quickly and come back. Only newbies. Yes, please, only newbies. I see some people that aren't, and they're answering. Unfounded. Laura, it's Jason. I'm sorry, tomatoes, cauliflower, lettuce, celery, beans. Way to go, Kim. There's my girl, M. Carrots, beet, chili, yams. Mamang's got a picture. Bees, lettuce, grape, peas, zucchini, spinach, green bean, okra, broccoli. Come on, guys. Nobody's said it yet. Onion, beet, peas, loofah, lima bean. Jason Brenner with Brussels sprouts. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Jason Brenner just won Kim's box. Jason, shout out, Kim, a thank you. And tell me, which would you prefer, liquid culture or a plate? Jason Brenner. Jason Brenner, I picked. Brussels sprouts. I'm not going to read the rest because I'm going to pick more later. I'm going to pick another one later. Okay? So, Jason, which one do you want? Good job telling her thank you. Now, which one do you want? Let's get this rolling, you guys. I got some more work to do. We got work to do. Okay? Jason Brenner. Which one would you? He wants the LC. Good deal. Now, which one do you want, LC? Which one? Do you want green, clear, or blue? Green is Pink Buffalo. The clear is Tidal Wave. And the blue is Penis Envy. So tell me which one you want. Green, clear, or blue? Look at that, all these choices you've got. Now be prepared. Whoever wins, if you pick an LC, you're going to have to make this decision too. He's going, well, I haven't seen yet. He's gone blue. You were right, bud. Okay, so we're putting this blue in your box. And if you remember, your box had the apple crisp. It now has this. It's got the fruits. And we're going to just go ahead and throw an ape at you. We're going to just go ahead and throw a big bomb. This thing right here, watch this. It's just going to bomb the box. Watch, watch, watch. I almost can't lift the box now. I almost can't lift the box. It's so heavy. Okay, Jason Brenner. I need your address today or this box goes away. You guys know the rules. I need your address today or this box goes away. That's the rules. Okay. I want to read something real quick, and then we're going to do questions and answers. Back to our radical mycology book. You guys ready to learn today? You guys ready to learn today? Give me 5 people, say it's time. Class is in. We have a half hour. Michael. You guys ready? You guys all get your dab on? You guys all got your dab on? You're all good to go? Huh? Page 204, Radical Mycology. We're going to pick something up there, read it, and then we're going to open up for questions and answers for the rest of the day. Okay? These are 10. I'm going to read to you over the course of the next few days. From here, Lo-Fi pulls up a chair. That's cute. Okay. Let's get serious now, because it's all mycology is very serious. But serious business. Okay? This author has taken 10, he's calling them 10 truisms. I like that. 10 things that are true about fungi. The 10 time-tested truisms from here, okay? And I like most of these. This is pretty good. My main thanks. I like the music in our background today, too. There's some lightweight reggae, and we picked something that is like restaurant reggae, so you can't copyright anybody. The first of the 10 time-tested truisms, and this is pretty basic. It's what are you going to start with? What strain? What level of genetic control? So obviously you have to start, right? Spores, liquid culture, plates. Which way are we going to start? The first truism says, strains matter. Every unique combination of two monokaryotic mycelial networks is referred to as a strain. Monokaryotic. Monokaryotic is the type of fungus. There's different kinds of fungus, and the way they will mate. And if you have two different, they're both monokaryotic, but they're two different ones. When they form a combination, it will be a unique combination, and it will be called a strain. There's a lot of people who don't know what the word strain really means. And just as every human snowflake or variety of corn has its own appearance and habits, so does every mushroom strain differ in its ease of cultivation, medicinal potency, remediative capacity, its ability to remediate and help you, and its flavor profile. All of them are unique. For this reason, cultivators cherish strains that are known to grow rapidly and produce high-quality yields. I said that with a straight face, like I'm the only guy doing it. To fulfill the demand for high-quality cultures, commercial culture libraries sell rare or high-quality strains at incredibly high prices, $20 to $1,000, making these companies the key holders to success in the eyes of many cultivators. I'm not going to get on my soapbox too deeply here. I mean this, so I won't get too carried away. But the whole thing, there's a couple of companies out there that they sell just a print. A print. You get a spore print. They're charging upwards $50 to $100 for a spore print. For a print. And you still got to take that print and turn it into something. And you got to be a pretty good mycologist to get that going. And I think to myself, you know how easy it was for that person to make that print? The print's the easiest thing in the whole world to make. One of these, the next day or two, we'll do a print right here live. I'll make a print live. And then we'll look at it the next day together. We will make a print live. It's literally the easiest thing in mycology. You snip the cap off the guy, put it on a piece of aluminum foil, put a cup over it, and walk away. You're done. I'd like $50 for that, please. No, I want $100 for that one. Oh, you want 3 of them? That's $300, please. Why are we doing that to each other in this business? Why? There's a value to it. You spent time and money on it, and I get it. But you didn't spend $100 time and money on it. Can you be fair and reasonable, please? This emphasis on commercial cultures has largely overlooked the benefits of working with strains that are found in the cultivator's local environment. For example, imported strains may have finicky fruiting requirements, while local strains are often more tolerant of local weather conditions. Wild harvests, wild harvested strains also tend to be more resilient in stress and local contaminants, reflecting a rugged life history free of sterile environments. In general, the most resilient cultivation strategies work with local or developed strains that prefer the local climate or available substrates, the substrates we know what we're going to do, the exact kind of substrates we're going to do. We've already refined our fella to match that type of substrate, thus avoiding the cost and unknown history of commercial cultures. I have another paragraph here to read. Are you guys interested in me reading another paragraph? Here, it's very, very interesting paragraph. Or would you prefer I answer some questions? Let me read this, okay? Because we can run overtime a little bit today. We already knew we might. A plant analogy to mushroom strains is found with apples. So think of an apple. Apple seeds have a seed itself. The apple seed has a 1 in 10,000 chance of producing the same variety of apple that it came from. Wow. Came right out of that apple. Boop, there's my seed. And the next apple tree that comes from it won't even look anything like that apple. 1 in 10,000 chance. That's why most orchidists graft their trees. They don't grow them from the seeds. They go over and they'll graft right off of the tree and start a new tree from the graft. They know the tree's going to exactly equal that other tree. They clone it instead of growing them from seeds, from spores. In the same way, the average cultivator prefers to work with the strains of known quality rather than germinating spores and creating new strains with unknown traits. Give me 5 people, go, that's fascinating, Pops. Fascinating. 5 people, and I'm going to read something else. 5 people, that's fascinating, Pops. Boom, boom. Fascinating for sure. Let's learn stuff. Though cultivators, okay, here's time-tested truism number 2. Time-tested truism number 2. Fungi are energy-conserving and self-preserving. Fungi are smarter than humans. They look out for themselves. They're selfish, but not in a bad way. They know they're holy and they're centered in themselves. And they take care of themselves. Though cultivators often think they're controlling the fungus they work with, you think you're in charge. It is really the mycelial network that decides how successful and how long-lived a given project will be. Duh. My mycelial, he decides how long my fruit's going to get, how long the tub's going to perform and how long it's not. He's in charge, not me. That's humbling. It took me a year to get that. And that's why mushroom growing is so beautiful. At the end of the day, because actually we grow more than the mushrooms. We know that. You have to become complete, you transform your personality. You literally become humbled to a piece of fungus, something that's growing in your kitchen in a back drawer. And you're like, oh my God, you know more than I do. You who thought you knew it all. You who were the cock's meow. You were walking the cock. Well, you were the guy. And fungus knows more than you do. That's some humility. Get there, that level of awareness, and you can really start growing. yourself and the fungus. As free and wild creatures, fungi often perform the work that benefits them and their immediate environment most directly. Of the countless antimicrobial and digestive enzymes that a fungus can release, it only expends its internal resources on producing those enzymes that are necessary for its immediate survival. It's got the capacity to do all kinds of other stuff, but it's only surviving. In natural systems, fungi produce an array of these compounds to defend themselves and their substrates from a dynamic and constantly changing universe of competitors. But in the artificial, sterile conditions, that's us laboratory kids, that's us people with tubs in our basements. But in the artificial sterile condition of indoor cultivation, the absence of competitive microbes causes a mycelial network to cease production of its defensive compounds. We actually handicap it. It's weaker than the stuff that's running out there in the wild that's already figured out I can fight off certain things, but I'll only use my necessary energy to move forward. We have made ours, these little handicap fellas inside these tubs, and they're kind of weak, and we're hoping they do good, but they don't have the best ability to fight stuff off. In the short term, this allows the fungus to conserve its energy by letting down its guard. I'm open for contamination because I am moving forward with my energy, enabling it to focus on eating and growing. The problem, though, is the fungus is thereafter more susceptible to attack by competitors. You've weakened it, leading to increased rates of contamination with culture that have spent a long time under aseptic conditions. Ironically, sterile cultivation creates the need for greater sterility. There's kind of I'm not going to get into this today, but you would be surprised. People spend so much worry and effort about sterility in mycology, and I say don't worry about sterility. Be aseptic, be clean. But boy, sometimes you can be over sterile. When a mycelial network is fed the same substrate for an extended period of time, it may stop producing the enzymes required for digesting another substance. So we keep running it on PDA every time. Potato dextrose, agar. Keep running it each time. I'm going to run another network. I'm going to take a piece off. I'm going to put it on potato dextrose. After a while, you'll see what happens. If the fungus diet is constricted for too long, this lack of variation in its environment can also cause the mycelium to slow in its growth. This slowing of culture, get your paper and pencil out right now. This is the biggest word you're going to use in mycology in the next year. Please get a paper and pencil out and write this down. I'm not kidding. This slowing, when the mycelial network slows down, it's referred to as senescence. Senescence. There's a real word. There's a real thing in mycology. We've said your mycelial network has gone to senescence. It's spelled SENESCENCE. SENESCENCE. Almost Pete, but it's a CE at the end. Okay? Eric has it written correctly. Green Table has it. Whiskey has it. You've all written it down correctly there. Okay? Now, this senescence has historically been attributed by a small number of mycologists to the aging of mycelium, a theory that is unreflected of the fact that most wild mycelial networks can survive for thousands of years. Out there they can. In my lab, after the second, third, fourth generation, I start changing the substrate. It doesn't, if I'm going to take a piece out of this, it's not going on to PDA next time. It'll go onto a malt extract plate. After that, it'll move on to maybe a charcoal plate. I'm not sure. But I'll move it around. I won't use oats all the time. Sometimes I'll do oats. Sometimes I'll do corn. Sometimes same guy. And I'll drop it into rye. Continue to challenge your mycelium networks. That's the key. Rather than dying out, most mycologists agree that sterile mycelial cultures, senescence, because they shut down various metabolic pathways in reflection of the absence of new and external stimuli. In other words, the mycelium gets bored and loses its will to live. I'm done. I've seen that. Haven't you? You guys have seen it? The board, it's sitting in your plate. You go, Pops, it won't move. I know. It's bored. It's done. Been feeding it the same thing generation after generation for a while now. When was the last time you changed it up? So that's it for today on Radical Mycology. We have, let me do a giveaway. Let me do a quick giveaway, and then we'll do some questions and answers. We're back to the top 10 vegetable list. I picked another one off of the list. Go. Top 10. This is open to everybody now. Anybody and everybody, answer. Top 10. Okay, I'm reading now. Corn, peas, asparagus, cucumber, kale. Thank you, Trippy. Rhubarb, corn, peas, asparagus, carrot, beets, kale, cucumber, green beans. I'm reading them as I see them. This is a top 10 vegetable. Popular, top 10 popular vegetable is what they call it. Tomatillo, Amy. Terry said tomato. I'm with Laura. It's a broccoli, asparagus, cucumber. Carrot, unfounded with cauliflower. Kill it. Unfounded with cauliflower. It's not spelled correctly, but I didn't tell you you had to. Cauliflower. You got it. Unfounded. Unfounded. Good job. Unfounded. What do you want? Do you want a liquid culture or do you want a plate? Unfounded. Liquid culture or a plate? Which one would you like, my friend? Which one would you like? Liquid culture or a plate going to unfounded? Plate. Okay, this is the plate. This is the exact plate I'm going to be sending you. The styrations in this plate are out of control. By the time this gets to you, bro, it's going to be climbing out of the side of the plate, and you need to use it. The list, the top 10 list. And then I'll show you your box. Here was the top 10 popular. Broccoli, spinach, curly kale, carrots, bell peppers, sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, tomatoes, peas, and cauliflower. Okay, nice job. Also, your box includes a little gummy fruit pack. These are not infused. They're just motts and they're beautiful. You also got a apple crisp, a 1 gram apple crisp. Okay, and you got a bomb. We're going to take this bomb, we're going to drop it in the box. Here it goes. And I landed. Well done. So unfounded. Help me get that. Oh, excuse me. Unfounded. Give me your address today to get this out. Okay, bro? Questions and answers. Here we go. I'll answer the first question I see here. Whoever throws the first question that pops, I'll try to answer, I should say. Okay? Amy, that's 2 bombs so far. You're right. There's one more bomb coming. Michelle, thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for being here. Unfounded, awesome. You just subscribed yesterday. See, the energy of the universe wanted you to do. Is there a way, Green Table? Not really. Green Table asked, is there a way to rejuvenate a strain? It's almost not worth it. So I am not familiar with ways to rejuvenate. I just move on. And I'll keep my strain as healthy as I can, and then I'll find a new genetic pool. It's the easiest thing in the world. Easiest thing in the world. All you do is when you see your tub, and you've got a monster in your tub, some monster in there, clone it. Clone it. Take that monster, whatever it is. If it's one of the apes and it's a big old chunk, go in there and you cut out a little part of the center flesh and you put that on the plate. And you start a plate from it. And that's as fresh a genetic as you'll ever get. And you're literally cloning that shroom. And that's what you'll use. So, Toys asks, what's the FAE process? Okay, I see that real quick. And then Frennies. I'll get to Frennies. What's the best way? Toys, FAE is very simple. It's fresh air exchange. Mushrooms breathe like we do. They breathe out carbon dioxide and they breathe in oxygen. And they need fresh oxygen like we do. What happens is when they're sitting inside the gasket tub that we tell you about, it's sealed around the top. So exchange the CO2 that they're creating, they're breathing out, is sort of getting trapped in the tub. It will leak out the exhaust ports that we put in there with the polyfill, but not enough. So every 4 hours during the fruiting process, we'll go into those tubs, we'll take the lid off. I don't have a tub sitting here. We'll take the lid off and just wave the lid right over the top of the tub. That's fresh air exchange. You're putting new oxygen in and the CO2's escaping, so all that bad poisonous air is leaving the shroom chamber. You're putting new fresh air in. Please remember one more thing. Right before you close it, make sure your walls are misty and the bottom of your lid's misty too. And then close it quickly, recapturing humidity. If your walls aren't, because after you've fanned it, you might have gotten rid of a lot of the moisture on the walls. So what we do is we'll fan it, mist the side walls, mist the bottom of the lid, capture it closed with our gasket lid, and now our humidity in the next hour or so will build back up to over 90%. Franny's asked, what's the best way to get started growing mushrooms? My personal opinion is Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben's. There's so many people out there that talk bad about Uncle Ben's, and I don't care. I hate elitism. I hate people that divide, and mycology is supposed to be all-inclusive. Uncle Ben's is the easiest thing in the whole world, and I'll tell you why. You don't need to do anything but go to your grocery store, and you'll get your Uncle Ben's package right off of the shelf. It is already sterilized. The manufacturer's already done all of the prep work for us. And it's a human-grade consumption grain that's in there. That rice that's in there is a good rice. So we'll take one of those bags, 4 of those bags, I should say, and 1 syringe of liquid culture. You could use spores, but it's going to take a lot longer for a spore to ignite inside the bag than liquid culture. Let me be graphic for a moment. Think of it this way. Spore is sperm. You'll have sperms, a bunch of sperms, million sperms going up the canal, and only one's going to catch an egg and start life. Think of the spore as the sperm, okay? Think of liquid culture as it's already an embryo. This baby's ready to turn into a little creature. It's already an embryo now. So the difference between sperm, spore, liquid culture, embryo. People have done a lot of work to get it past that sperm stage into the liquid embryo stage. So if you can get liquid embryo, try. Get your liquid embryo, you put it into those 4 bags, and in about 14 to 15 days, you'll have a white ball of mycelium that you can decide what to do next, turning it into fruit. It's literally the easiest way in the whole world to get started. Go to the grocery store, spend what, $2 a bag, $8, $10 on your Uncle Ben's, and get a hold of one of these for $20 out there, $30. You're a mycologist, and then you decide this is something you really like, and you didn't have to get all involved and spend a whole lot of money. How's that for an answer? How's that for a long-winded answer? Yeah, Uncle Ben's is great stuff. Great stuff. It's an easy start. Do I see another question on here? I'll answer one more. We have time for another question. You like that example, Fernice? Good, good, good. Just think of it like that. Sperm and embryo. Okay? Nothing's lasting a year in the refrigerator, Todd. No, I don't know of much that's going to last a year. I'm not, when you say they, I don't know what you mean by they. But in mycology, I can't imagine leaving something in my refrigerator for a year. House needs a way to contact you, and I'll fill you in. Yeah, thank you, Brooke. Okay? Don't, in mycology, it's kind of silly to build stuff up and then go put it in the refrigerator. Why do it? If you've got stuff sitting in the refrigerator on stall, give it away to somebody that can use it. Give it away to someone that can use it and get some more when you're ready. But is it planned? I'm going to plan to put it in the refrigerator for a year. It's kind of silly. My favorite color is blue. Used to be red when I was racing. You know, everything I raced was red and black. But now it's blue because of my laboratory work. I love blue, and I love shroom blue. Anything that could be blue, I like blue. What color are my socks? Today, I'm wearing white socks. Today, I always wear the ankle-high socks. Those athletic socks. I hate socks up my ankle. I can't stand them. I'm like sensitive to a sock up my ankle. So I always wear that low athletic sock. Okay? Rob Ray, my book is called The 10 Basic Steps to Growing Mushrooms. Okay? And it's available on our website. I hate to be a commercial guy, even though I like my website. Hey, the website's going good, you guys. Had another really solid day yesterday. It's just, we can do nothing but get bigger and better. That's not true. We could fail if we're not impeccable. If we don't take it one small step at a time and just do this thing correctly and kindly. Oh, my racing history. Terry, I'll tell you. So very quick. I wanted to race all my life. Right? Everything I do, I go 100 miles an hour or I go 0. Except for now, mycology's changed me. But that was my past. I couldn't afford to race because racing's very, very expensive. It's a money-based sport. So very quickly, I'm in my late 30s. And I started going to the local track, Irwindale Raceway in Southern California. Irwindale Raceway. It's a half-mile track, beautiful facility, custom-made, beautiful facility. I started going to the track. Then I got a pit pass. Anybody that wants to can pay a few extra bucks and go in the pit pass. I don't know what happened, but I got friends with this one outfit. It was a guy that owned the Saga Motor Hotel in Pasadena. Okay? About halfway through the first year of me hanging around the track, I'm like, can I pit for you guys? Can I change tires for you guys? I'd like to be unpaid position. Don't kid yourself. They don't pay anybody, you know? And you're all wearing some t-shirts, the same t-shirt. Your t-shirt's not racing outfits, anything like that. Long story short, that year, by the end of the year, I'm a tire changer on the crew. The next year it comes back, but I'm pretty smart. People know that. So I'm pretty sharp. The next year come back, and the crew chief wasn't able to come around that year. I'm like, I'll be the crew chief. I'll crew the crew. Last year you were the tire changer, dude. But all season, anyways, fast learner. That year I was the crew chief. My driver was a wussy, little Susie. Always afraid. Afraid. If there was a move to be made, he'd be the guy that backed out. And I'm like, I'm the spotter too. And I'm telling him, go to the outside, make a move, you got 2 on the outside. Guy would never make the moves. Frustrating to be this guy's crew chief. Yet I really liked him, and I'm a nobody. Do you guys want to hear the rest of the story, or should I wait for tomorrow? I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow. Now you guys want to talk about my silly instead. Okay. Well, I forgot to add, okay, I'll tell you guys real quick. So I forgot to add that in these 2 years that I started out, okay, I'm going to be a tire changer and I become the crew chief. I also went out and I bought, this is Southern California, they have a lot of it, go-karts, karting. Now, you don't call it a go-kart because that's kids. We were carters, right? Shifter carts. Your butt's this far off of the ground and you're doing shifter carts and it's road racing, and I could afford that. I go out and I bought a little trailer, I bought a shifter cart, bought the whole, now I'm gonna go be a shifter cart part guy in the non-stock car part of the racing season. In my second year in shifter carts, Terry, my second year, and I'm 39 years old, and I'm racing kids. Racing kids, 20s, and late teens and 20s. My second year, I won the championship. Okay? The Golden State Championship in Southern California. Now, of course, I'm just nothing. I'm taking some of that experience to be a crew chief, and just kind of bugs that my driver's not as fast as he could be. Okay? Now, long story short, it's been really long anyways. At Irwindale, you can rent the track for an afternoon for 2 hours. And one afternoon, the owner of the cars has some extra money. He's going to rent the track so we could put the driver on there and get him to go faster. We're going to practice. See if we can get your speed up, okay? Because he's always finishing like 10th and 12th and 15th and stuff like that. And we had the right gear. Just wasn't a fast driver. At one point during this practice session, the owner of the car says, "Hey, Kirby, do you want to drive the car?" I'd never driven the car before. He goes, "Do you want to drive? Take it around, take it for a spin." And I'm like, "George, I'm going to wall it. If I take it around, I'm afraid I'd wall it. Put it in the wall." He goes, "Go on, now, take it for a spin." I'm like, okay. So I put on my gear, my karting gear. I'm wearing my karting outfit, okay? And I get behind the wheel of the car. First lap, I came so close to losing it in turn 3. I came so close, I almost walled it. My butthole, like that. I'm like, oh my God. Scared the living bejesus out of me. I almost crashed this man's car on the first lap. But I was like, I saw my limit. I could feel where I needed to be. Third lap. Now I'm like getting in a rhythm. Because it's an oval, okay? And I've been road racing. This is a true story. Flex. Third lap, I had a faster lap than my driver had in the 2 years I had been on the team. I'd laid down a faster lap than this guy. The driver's like, "You need to be driving this car." I'm like, "But I'm the crew chief." He goes, "No, you need to be driving this car." I took over driving the last half of the season. Just because I had that, and I could tell you I wasn't no slouch. I can tell you this kid was my first full season, 3rd place in the championship. 3rd place in the championship. 1 year, one of my crashes, turn 3, I'm always in turn 3 at this track. Turn 3, I'm going to the outside, another guy's on the inside, somebody's coming up behind us, right? The guy on the inside loses it, puts me in the wall. The guy behind me doesn't stop, drives right up over the top of us. So I'm inside the car, I'm in a sandwich. That's it. That race is over. Those are the kind of things that will happen to you in a race. Truth to be told, I never won a race on a stock car race. 3 years, I never won one. Second place, many times, maybe 10. And enough points, I pointed all the time. I was always in the top 5. Always a top 5 finish. And then I'll tell you the final part of this. So Gary, the other owner of the car, we had George and Gary, the owners of the car. Gary goes out and he secures a sponsorship for the car for our last year. Pops has pictures. Guess who? I should do this as a contest. Guess who Pops sponsored on the car, the hood of the car, for the last year? And previous to the race, whenever they let the fans come down, walk around, get signatures from the driver, check out the car, all of that. Our pit had the most people visiting it, not because of Pops. Not Brock knows. My pit, they were always coming up to our pit and wanting pictures at our pit. At our pit. And it wasn't because of me. Not just some old driver. You guys wouldn't believe who we were. Not Uncle Ben's, no whiskey. Guess who my sponsor?
It was Hooters, right?
It was Hooters.
It was Hooters.
Yeah. Brock remembers.
I remember Hooters.
We had Hooters. So we had two Hooters. The guy that owned the Hooters, he'd have two Hooter girls at the pits every show, every race. And they'd be there in their outfits, and all the guys wanted pictures with the Hooter girls. Yep. Pops drove Hooters car. First last year. True story. You guys, you know that guy, the most interesting man in the world? He ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. That guy's a phony baloney on commercials. This guy right here, he's been doing it. And that's when I learned to fly, too. I was like, because all the other drivers were pilots. All the other drivers are pilots. And I'm like, really? If there's something that they can learn flying that's making them a better driver, I want to know what they're learning. So I went to pilot school and got myself a little private pilot's license. Nothing you do driving an airplane, flying an airplane is close to racing. Nothing. It has nothing to do with it. I hated it. I hated flying. Why? Because you have to be safe. Because everything's like, oh, and check this, and check that, and worry about that. And I'm like, no, I want to go fast. I want to slam it into the turns. So flying is a complete opposite of racing. Complete opposite. Thank you for asking that crazy question and making me get off on this great story. I just relived my past in my head. And Brock's reliving the fact that I have Hooters. I have pictures of me with the Hooters girls. Okay? Have a great day, you guys. Let's do some more questions and answers tomorrow. We have not played the risk game, you guys. We keep walking by it. And I think what we've decided is as soon as Putin really invades Russia, right, Brock?
Yeah.
As soon as Putin, as soon as he does, boom, right? In the meantime, the deal's we're both scared to death to start because you guys have him picked 12-1. Okay, thanks for that. He intimidated me just a little bit, but I'll get it. I'll get it. You guys have a beautiful day. Thanks for being our friend. Do we have fun here? No. I have one more giveaway. What am I talking about? What am I doing? Pops, give that last one away. Okay. And then get out of here. Top 10. Top 10. You guys ready? You guys ready? There's one more giveaway here. Top 10 popular dog names. Top 10 popular dog names. Go. I picked one. Rusty, Fido, Sparky, Fido, Xena, Milo, Spot, Fido, Dexter, Rex. Hot dog water, I don't know. It's a cute one, but I don't know how popular it is. Jack, Spot, Fluffy, Boomy, Rex, Harley, Lou, Rex, Chase, Milo, Bella, kill it, kill it, kill it. Northeast Visuals, Bella, good job, Northeast. Here's the top 10. Remember these because I'm going to ask them again this week. Remember these because I'm going to ask them again. Northeast, you won that one. Good job. You decide, Northeast, are you going to want a liquid culture or do you want a plate? In the meantime, yes, Rick Small. Yes, Rick Charlie's number 1 on the list. I never knew that one. Okay, here we go, the list. Charlie, Bella, Bailey, Daisy, Max, Buddy, Cooper. I don't think you guys were going to get Cooper. I don't think you guys should have gone with Cooper. I don't think you guys would have got Cooper. Lucy, Molly, Luna, and Lola. A lot of L's. Those are all girl names, too. Okay. So you'll take the LC. Which one would you like? The green, the clear, or the blue? Which one would you like? Elizabeth, you got Cooper? Okay, I didn't see that. Green, clear, or blue? Pete, have a good day. I told you guys we were going to run long. Sorry about that. Blue, no, I'm waiting for our friend to tell me which one he wants. I'm waiting on Northeast. We're waiting on Northeast. He's going yellow. The yellow is Pink Buffalo, okay? So you'll have that. And you're getting a fruit pack from Mott's. And you're getting, where else? Oh, and you're getting an apple crisp, 1 gram apple crisp. And you're getting a bomb. Let's just bomb the box. Everybody bomb it with me. Bomb the box with me because we're bombing our way out of here today. We're going to do more of this tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a lot like today, okay, you guys? Just asking a bunch of questions and we're going to learn some mycology and hang out. Boom! There we go. Northeast. Get me some information so I can get this out to you today. Okay, guys? There's those bombs. Good job, kids. Bombs. Wait, no, there were 3 bombs today. You guys, there should be 3 bombs up there. All right? We dropped 3 bombs. All right? See you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? See you guys around. I'll see you guys. And let me point out another thing. Okay, Ginger? Let me point out another thing to you. Okay? It's been a fun day. I'm going to point out one thing to you guys. Basically, it's been a fun day. All right? You guys better go have good times. You guys better be good to each other. See what I'm saying? Get out of here. Unfounded and Toys and Michelle and Aaron and Nervous and Greenie and Badgers. No, it's no. That one will never get smoked. Heidi and Terry Terry. The best part is Brooke says, I recognize that one. 1111. Pete and Tabitha and Lo-Fi. Spark Hitter, you're a cop. Right? So I'm setting you all up out there. There he is.
What the hell?
What?
You weren't supposed.
What?
Hey, everybody. It's been a good day.
It's been a good day.
It's been a good day.
Yeah, you've only been up since 4 o'clock. They heard you doing all that cleaning in the background.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. Okay? Ricky Small. Package went out to you no, it's going today. Beautiful package. Love you. Guys, I don't even want to leave. It's over. Whenever you guys put me in overtime, it's hard to leave. Get out of here, Brock. They're all saying hello to Brock. They're all, no, we can't leave without, no, okay, we gotta go. They're all saying, what are you? Who do these guys like you. It's weird. Weird. Okay? I do too, though, just so you guys know.
Don't tell me, though.
Yeah, no, I like him too. See you guys. Have a good day. Pops, peace, love, out. The Procanator.